going to do the ching 37 form here. This is the good form that was made in the 40s, an abbreviation of the Tai Chi long form, which is very long, 108 moves. This is only 37. So the form starts with having the heels together and trying to imagine your head being suspended from above. So keep your back relaxed and your spine flexible, and then you sink down on your right leg and your left leg becomes weightless. So sink down on your right leg. Relax your armpits here. You don't need to have your arms out, but you need to have them relaxed here. Sink down. So sink down into the right leg and show your palms a little bit. Sink down into the right leg, and now lift your left heel off the floor and take a small step to the left. Small step to the left here. So the feet are still facing at a small angle. So now my left foot is pointing northwest. You have directions in Tai Chi. And the center of the body is called Dan Tien. It's 4 or 5 centimeters below the navel, a couple of inches below the navel. Inside the body here. And now you need to turn your legs, turn your body so that your legs are parallel to each other. Left first and then right. Now hopefully my toes are pointing straight forward here. And you can pivot on the heel here to get the feeling of being totally centered. Might be a bit tedious to do all these very, very basic exercises, but they will pay off. It takes a few years to get good at Tai Chi, but I can assure you it's worth the effort. So once more, stand with your heels together. Preparation. So sink down into your right leg. Peel the left foot off the floor. Take a small step left. And adjust the hips here. Turn the body here to get a feeling of being totally centered with your feet parallel. Use the center to turn and bring your feet to parallel here. So now raise your arms finally, the form begins. Imagine your arms being lifted by thin strings. As the wrists come up, the fingers relax. Move forward and up, lean slightly forward. You must feel a stretch inside the body here. You create length here. You stretch the tendons and ligaments and the fascia. coming from the center of the spine all the way to the wrists. And now try to straighten out your hands a little bit. The arms are now parallel to the floor and you pull them towards you. The elbows are behind the center line of the body here, and now you turn your wrists up again and move your palms forward here. And feel the arms coming down in an arc. At the bottom, the wrists unbend here. So imagine the body being suspended from above. Once more. Sink down to the right foot. Step left. Adjust. Feet parallel, come to center, raise your arms. Fingers are hanging and now they become engaged. Draw the elbows closer. Show your palms and the arms describe an arc, lean slightly backwards on the way down. Naturally, it's the beginning Tai Chi. So, thank you. That was lesson number 1. Now, lesson number 2, which is ward of left. So, let's see here. You need to rehearse the entire first part here. Looks very easy, but it's not very easy. But now you need to form the famous ball, but you do it while turning. Turn to the right. Move your toes. I stand on my heel with my right leg. Turn right first and then grab the famous energy ball. I need to adjust to stand in frame here. Now I pivot on my left foot. Now I only stand on my toes with my left foot here to prepare. To make sure I'm aligned, now I step out. Now I step out with my left foot, a small step. Step first and then throw a frisbee with your left arm, so to speak, while the right arm comes downward. And now I lean forward. And now I adjust my back foot. Sink into the posture. I mean, there are many ways of doing this. Maybe you have seen these, and this is another posture, part of wild horse's mane, but from the top, shift weight, backwards, forwards while throwing a frisbee. Lesson 2, now is lesson 3, ward of right. extend here, adjust your back foot. Now we do the ward off right. Now I lean into the left foot, I stand on my toes on it with the right, and now I form the ball on the other side. Try to relax the shoulders, and now I make a small step to the right. Step first, and I stand on my heel with the right, and then I extend, throw a frisbee with the right hand. And now I try to squeeze a smaller ball here. And now I adjust my back foot here. It's about the size of a melon here. So I'm facing east now. This is the south, this is the east. You start off facing south. So once more, ward off left, ward off right, shift into the position. Adjust your left foot. So maintain a bend in the rear knee here. So 70% of the weight on the front leg. Now lesson 4, roll back. This is one of the few yin movements to have a name. Yin where you contract. Mostly this is yang, of course, this is yin. Light and shadow, to make a grotesque oversimplification. So ward off right, sink down into the back leg, roll back. In Chinese it's called Lü, and ward off is Peng. Pardon my pronunciation. But Chinese is a more melodic language than English, a bit like Swedish. But I don't know much Chinese, but ward off, roll back. I have to sink back more. Yeah. And now lesson 6, press and push. So I stand on the roll back. Weight backwards. Now I need to rotate. Hip first, then move your left arm in a half circle. Right hand follows, so you have a connection here. And now shift forward here. Hip first, shift forward, press. The palm of the left hand gently touches the base of the thumb here, but just gently. And now you sit back. Prepare to push, sit back. Using the momentum of the body to push forward. Move your body forwards. Once more from roll back, sit back, shifting back forward, join the hands, sit back, twist the elbows, lean body forward and push forward. Push at about the height of the chin, but it's from downward and up. Make sure you don't tense up. Now lesson 6, single whip. This is probably the signature move in all of Tai Chi. So push. Now sit back on my left leg and my right foot pivots. I move the toes only here. And arms follow. You're supposed to have a relaxed wrist, so-called fair lady's wrist. Sorry for being politically incorrect. It's called that. Now I shift. Now I stand in a pigeon stance because my right toes are pointing inwards. And now you form a hooking, make a hooking motion with the right hand. Now I prepare, shift away to the right. Now I prepare, move the left arm up. And now I make a big step to the left here. Stand on my heels first, big step left. And then strike into the position, so to speak. And then adjust my rear. Adjust my rear foot. Single whip left. We're going to reverse all these. Most movements go to the left. Let's start over from push, push, push to the chin. Relax your wrists, turn left, pivot on your right foot, scoop under, left arm scoops under right, prepare, take a big step left, and then strike. And it's of course a fluid motion like everything, but now lesson 7 is called raise hands, or rather play guitar. Of course this looks nothing like playing an actual guitar, but the Chinese had like more like string instruments, some other kind, like a lute or something. So I adjust my back foot, my right foot, and now right foot rotates on the ball, and then I make a hugging gesture, as if hugging a tree here. So I move my right foot, and I bring both hands across an imaginary line here. So this is the famous Chinese narrow fighting stance. My right leg is pretty close to my left leg. I mean, it's not like this, but I mean, it's pretty narrow. Once more, single whip left. Adjust right foot. Hug a tree, move right foot, step forward into the play guitar once more. Single whip, sink back, hug tree, step forward. It's pretty hard to do this correctly, but helps build your left leg. Now lesson 8 is pull down and shoulder stroke. Need to make sure I don't get a stroke. Or shoulder strike, whatever. But this is a useful tackle kind of position. So raise hands or play guitar. Let the hands descend while your right foot comes close to the left here. So prepare. Take a big step to the right. And then it's like barging down a door. Step right. Barge down door. This is one of the few incline postures. You only have this and the low punch. or punch to the crotch in the original, but let's see here if I can. Big motion, step right, barge down door. So makes sense to practice all these postures slowly. Now lesson 9, finally, crane spreads its wings. So this is one of the signature moves. The crane fought the snake in the beginning. That's probably how Kung Fu was created, or Tai Chi in general. Shoulder stroke, and I let the rear leg turn. Now I stand on my toes only. I make a half step to the left while raising the right arm, like as if shielding yourself from the sun here. Now I stand on my toes with my left foot. From here you can do all things, all kinds of funny things you can kick. And crane kick, famous. Karate probably had its origin in the white crane Kung Fu, but I don't know for sure. But most things come from China. Most Eastern martial arts are this. Shoulder strike, white crane spreads wings. Big posture here. Now lesson 10 is brush knee. It's mostly a defense against kicks. So white crane. Rotate the waist and let the arm follow. Elbow and the wrist becomes heavy, and then make a half circle. Protect your heart here. Now step out a bit wider here. So pick up the back toe and then make a small step with the left while brushing knee. Strike to the chin or throat. You can use it to push someone away here. So white crane. The white crane cools his wings. So swivel on my left foot. Now I make a half step with the left foot. Low block strike. And from here you go into the play guitar. But we'll come to that now. Lesson 11 is play guitar, and yay, another brush knee. So brush knee finish. I'm gonna look a bit stiff when I do this, but low blocks are pretty intense because you can't block. Usually you can't block or kick. It's better, you can break your wrist, but you would usually just deflect it. But so brush knee, and then now I shift my way to the back foot, and I adjust my left foot while the arms come up. Use these exaggerated poses in the beginning, like hugging a tree, shift my weight backwards, adjust the left foot, sink into the right leg. Now we're going to rotate the waist here. When you rotate the waist, your arms follow. Try to move the entire body at once here. Now I shift my weight backwards. Now I make a half step with the left. Rotate the right side into brush knee all together. First brush knee. Sit back, go into the play guitar, and then rotate. Let your arms cycle around. Half step left, push forward. Beautiful posture. So, lesson 12. Step up, parry and punch. Or more like deflecting. This is Lu. I can't do it. Lu means roll back. Sorry for my pardon my Chinese. Ward off. Sorry. Brush knee left, and now I lean back, and the right arm makes a big low block here, and the left arm follows. And now I step forward here. I shift my weight forward. Now I stand on my toes with my, I was taught to do it like this. Now I make a big circle step to the right. Big circle step to the right. Into fist under elbow. A very common posture that is good to learn in the beginning. Fist under elbow, shift your weight. Now shift your weight forward. Take a step and then move your arm upwards while chambering your right hand and strike from brush knee, deflect, parry, step forward with the left while raising left arm. Move forward and strike and adjust your back heel. Now stand on my toes with my left to get the hip motion here. Once more. Brush knee left, deflect, parry, shift into the right leg. Now take a step forward with the left, open left arm, step forward and strike at the same time. Step forward and strike, move your hip forward. Now the hands are parallel here. Now we're going to fold into the left joint, left pelvis joint here, and my left hand follows the right arm. I sit back, prepare to push. Both hands are parallel here. I find it useful even for even karate people might find it useful to use this kind of sink down. To use this can be useful for many martial artists, even if you're not an expert Tai Chi performer. Deflect, step up, parry, step forward, punch, rotate the hip forward, sit back, relax your pelvis, move left hand under right arm, sit back, move body forward to push to the chin. Once more, big motion, deflect, parry, punch, sit back, apparent close. push. And now we're going to end the first part of the form, and then we'll end the stream. So I end with the apparent close pushed to the chin. Now I sit back, my right leg and my left foot pivots so the feet are closer to each other. And I lower my arms in a half circle motion. The right hand scoops under the left. And now I adjust my feet here when the arms relax, and then I raise my arms into the cross hands. Very common fighting stance, this. Yumonji in Buinkan, position number 10. So apparent close, push, sink down, pivot on your left foot. Now I adjust my feet when the arms come down, move arms up, and conclude first part of the form, step left to right. Stand here for a few moments to relax. So thanks for watching, leave a like and comment, and watch some of my other videos. I made some ninja videos yesterday. I hope you enjoy them, and I'll see you tomorrow.